Yeah. Why the hell do I look skinny on the camera, but I feel fat? Oh my god! Seriously, like it always shows like I have a little muscle. I haven't checked this out. I haven't done any weightlifting for like fucking a week and a half. You know what I mean? I don't know. The camera's lying, or maybe it's just my face, my head. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit. Not too long because I tend to go to sleep a little early so I could wake up early so I could be over there like possibly close to an hour before my shift starts. I always like to go early. Okay. I like to go early. Because if you go early and something dumb happens, you might potentially have a better chance to try to find an alternate way to get to your job and not get to your job. You know what I mean? So I always like to leave early. And the earlier you get there, you're always going to be guaranteed to get to Marsha hasn't posted anything up. I'm gonna be here for a little bit and then I'm gonna go Mimi's. Or you know what? I'm gonna be up for like maybe I might be here for like maybe 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna play some online because I haven't played it at all. I didn't play it yesterday. I only played it on Tuesday, so I want to play a little bit. President Trump just terminated the Obama era requirement for car makers to put the woke start stop into vehicles to supposedly help the environment. Eh? What is that? I don't know. I don't care. I am looking forward to tomorrow to work. You're 29 years old, born in 1986, but people keep trying to convince you that you're 40. What? Really? Yeah, that dog's fucking taking that girl to a spin. Oh my god. So we all know Marshall celebrated his birthday, but yeah, he hasn't posted anything new. He hasn't posted anything new. So here we go. Nothing. He's got nothing right now. Is there a fourth trailer, Resident Evil? Hold on. Let me see. Is that New York? I don't know if the volume's up with you guys. I don't know if you guys are getting it or not. Yeah, Leon's aging now. Fucking Umbrella. Here, let me see if the volume's up. Let me stop the screen. Let me put it over because I didn't check on that. Share screen. Also share tap audio. Okay, I don't think I had it. It should work now.
From the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under.
Of course, your
The
side
Rose
isn't
Hill
as smooth
Chronic
as
Care
mine.
Center.
Always with motherfucking Umbrella. Always with motherfucking Umbrella. I gotta say, I'm actually excited for this game more than I was for Resident Evil 8. For me personally, Resident Evil 8 was kind of like a bit of a letdown. I don't know what it was. I can't figure out why. I just didn't felt it with Resident Evil 8. But this one just gets me interested just for the fact that the female character is the daughter from one of the characters from Resident Evil Outbreak. So that's the reason why I'm interested. Are they going to talk about the mother? I hope that's the case. I hope they don't get so into Leon, because I already seen Leon plenty of times, not just in fucking video games, but in goddamn movies and all that, right? I want to know what happened to the mother to this chick, because she's her mother's from Resident Evil Outbreak. So I want to know what happened. Are they confirming that Resident Evil Outbreak is part of the main universe of Resident Evil? I don't know. Another thing I found out too, they just said that fucking Dead Aim is part of the universe, Resident Evil universe, the same universe as this shit takes place. It takes place between Code Veronica and Resident Evil 4. So I'm like, okay, so it is part. I remember they said one time it wasn't. Interesting.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you.
So I really hope they focus more on the female character than Leon. Put Leon on the back. I'm serious. I want to know the fucking backstory of the woman, her mother. Hey, Pepper, did you wish happy? There's a video I put up. Well, no, Marshall Puppet put a video up. Happy birthday of what? I don't know what to say. I mean, what is to say? Seriously, what is to say to Marshall? The guy's going to be almost 30. He has the mindset of a middle schooler and high schooler, the mentality of one. So maybe I'll do a quick video like this. I don't know. It's just not the same. Yeah, Marshall's still posting, but he's doing it in the most lamest way. And he's posting it on TikTok. He's doing the same thing what he always did here, except he feels a lot more safer over there because he could block people and they won't be able to look at his stuff. Same thing with Instagram. Now that's the only reason why he's sticking to those type of platforms, because he feels safe. He wants to feel safe, protected. But he's doing the same thing. He's not doing anything new. He's doing the same thing, except he has an addiction with that's, fucking class C celebrity, Elizabeth Lail. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong being a C-list celebrity and all that, but still, you got to stop being obsessed with somebody who doesn't know that you exist, especially when the person's married.
You for a reason. Did you find anything on Opus?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
Another thing too that I'm really want this, like, I hope it takes place like sometime in the game, like fucking Raccoon City. I really want to see what happens. I hope we go to back to Raccoon City. It looked like they were showing that we were. So
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
Why me?
settled on a person of interest.
Oh, the gas station. Is that?
A former T-virus researcher.
It is.
Because my master made you who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
Huh. That's interesting.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Is that Sherry? It is Sherry.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So Sherry's coming on in this game, huh? Yeah, that's Sherry. That's definitely Sherry. At first, I was like, wait, is that Claire? No, it ain't. That's interesting. They actually brought Sherry there. February 27th. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the game. You know? I have to check out your puppet video. Blazing Fortune did a big day video. Yeah. Somebody told me about that. Having to read his post now is so annoying. Blazing complained about. Yeah, it is annoying. It's like, dude, you're doing the same thing what you did, but you're literally just doing it and typing, and it's just so freaking annoying, dude. Just come back to Rumble and just ignore us. I mean, people are still messing with you. I'm still messing with you. Like, what the hell? What difference does it make? Like, he has the mindset of a goddamn middle schooler that he just cannot let it go. You know what I mean? He like, somebody messes with him and it bugs him. Me, if somebody's like talking smack to me on the internet, I'm not going to let it get to me. You know? Like, in this world, me, like, doing the streaming thing, just the streaming thing, right? I mean, why am I going to get mad, Tree Lord, if you were talking smack about me? Or you making fun of me? You think I'm going to be bothered by it? No, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. But Marshall gets so mad about it that he just goes and doesn't listen. Like, he gets so mad. I'm going to hide on TikTok. I'm going to hide over there on Instagram. Like, get your butt off the internet and go out. But then again, what do you expect? A guy who's 29 years old, he just turned 29. He still has the mindset of as a middle schooler and high schooler. Reason why I say that, because it confirms, because when that other guy called Zim told Marshall, why don't you go and hang out with Pebrick? He's acting like a big brother to you. And why don't you guys one day go out at night to a bar or something and see what happens? He's like, he's not a black pillar. He's not a black pillar. I'm like, dude, like, I'm telling myself, dude, how old are you, man? That sounded like a high schooler, middle schooler. No, I'm not going to hang out with him or her. He or she's into hip hop and I'm into heavy metal. That's how it was. I'm sure you know how it was like. If school's like that, and still, I'm not going to hang out. We got one side that the greasers are hanging out. Then you got the other side where all the people who like to hear Mexican music is on this one side. Then you got the other side that they like to hear heavy metals. And then you got the other side who likes to who likes to skateboard. It's like, that's how it was back in school in my time. I don't know how it is for some of you people. But yeah. You know? And this guy still has that mindset. Oh, this is Shiva? I heard that they're going to make Resident Evil 5, so remake. That'd be interesting. But I much prefer Code Veronica because it still had that traditional tanky controllers. So I would like to see what they could do with Code Veronica. If they want to do both, that's fine, but make sure you do Code Veronica. yeah, how many minutes I'm going to be here? I'm going to be here for a little bit more longer. So, yeah. I hope that YouTube doesn't terminate my channel here because I put up a video. And of course, I'm just going beep, beep, beep because I said 2 words that I typically do as the Marshall puppet. And the fantastic AI thing, the fantastic AI monetization system does such a phenomenal job on monetizing everybody. This is why some people who had their channels for 1 or 2 decades lost it completely thanks to their AI system. Yeah, Viking Millionaire tried to do that to you and you didn't even care. Marshall Tolley is still thinking of how high school cliques operate and people have to be in a black pill clique. Yeah. Marshall's the type of guy who, if Marshall was a leftist, like a super, super TikTok leftist, I bet you Marshall would have been one of those people where he would have bought a bunch of Ben and Jerry ice creams because they think that by doing so, they're going to stick the middle finger to Trump. If Marshall was that TikTok leftist, he would have been doing that because he thinks everything that happens on the internet is actually what's happening in real life. You know what I mean? That's why I keep telling people, just because somebody leans more to the left doesn't mean they're all the same, what you see on social media. And you become a little bit more happier if you start accepting other people that, hey, everybody has their opinion on stuff. What are you going to do? Hide from them? No, you can't. You got to work next to them. You got to be in public next to them. Speaking of public, what am I going to do with my first paycheck? Nothing. My first paycheck is going to go, I'm just not going to touch it. I'm just going to buy stuff. What I need. I predict maybe by August. No, not August. I would have to say maybe by July, I should be able to recover all of the money I lost last year. That's what I estimate. You know? You know what? Let me look at something. I'm curious. I don't want a 4Runner. I'm not saying I'm going to buy a car. I'm just curious. Toyota Prius. I mean, my truck is a good truck, and I've been babying it for years, so it's going to be a while. It's just that I don't want nothing bad happens. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing bad happening. So I'm not saying I'm going to buy a car, but I am just want to look at it. Back then, like when I was younger, it was all about, oh yeah, I'm going to try to get a 6-cylinder car, right? But now it's like you get older and prices are going up and you're like, dude, I would love to have a 4 I would love to have a 4-cylinder car. I'm talking about a small little tiny car. Just for the fact you'll save a ton of money on there. Oh, thank God. If I would get a car, I would definitely rather just get a, oh, that's a used 2026. I'm not saying I'm thinking of buying one. I'm just looking at this. It could last me like maybe 10 years before I do anything major on it. But nah. If I was able, how much would I get out of, I'm just playing around here. Okay, so Tree Lord, what happened was a lot of things happened during the last 7 months. You guys know the story, how I wanted to move to another place, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I lost my job thanks to that health inspector. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to go to the city and complain and tell them, have them to, get me to make cookies again, right? Because I had past inspectors say that it was perfectly fine. I just decided, hell, since I'm thinking of leaving this summer of 2026, why don't I look for a job for right now, right? And I thought that it was going to be so much faster than what happened 20 years ago, because now you can leave applications on the internet. And yeah, unlike back then. But I come to find out that it takes way too long. So it took 7 months. And right now I just want to get the money I lost. And then I got to think about, okay, I got this new job that I don't want to let go. I'm starting to like this job bit by bit. The more I'm gaining experience and the more I'm working there. At first 2 days, I felt off. I'm like, man, I'm so bad at this, right? But it's your first time. And today was a good day. I noticed I was going faster and faster and I was keeping up to a point that they moved me to the next thing. And it's difficult, but eventually you'll get the hang of it. So I feel like with this job, I hope to keep it to a point that I'd be willing to stay here. But if I'm willing to stay here, I'm still going to have to move out sooner or later because this house doesn't belong under my name anymore. You see what I mean? And the person who owns it now, God bless them, but they're on their 80s. So either way, it's not like the person's like my age and we're going to grow old together, right? So sooner or later, I got to think about that. And with this job, I'm hoping little by little, I'll climb myself to a point that I'll make more and more and more and more. You know what I mean? So I probably might be thinking of, I don't know, later on, once I gain money, recover all the money I got and save up more, maybe I'll move somewhere close by to that job. I don't know yet. I just don't know. But right now I'm just focused at this job. I'm just grateful and blessed that I'm able to work. You know? Yeah, one more day till I get a day off. You know? Not only that, I like this job, but now we're going to have to take days off during the holidays, which is strange. I told one of them, man, that's so strange for me. Now I'm not going to work because of a holiday. It's so strange because I always worked on holidays. I always worked on my birthdays. I even worked on New Year's and Christmas and you name it. It's so weird. Speaking of Christmas, I'm wondering, are we going to get a couple days off because of Christmas? Because if we do, I am definitely going to be thinking about going see my dad on Christmas because I wanted to go see him last year. No, like 2 years ago because we're already in the new year. But in reality, it's like, what, like 16 months ago or whatever? But of course, my dad got mad and he said, nah, screw that, et cetera, et cetera. So it'll be nice to go over there, see my dad and stuff like that. You know? But we'll see what happens. Wow, these are the RAV4s? It will be funny if I get a RAV4 in the future. 4-wheel, front wheel drive. Because I used to drive but no, I don't need something like that. If I wanted to get one, I would definitely rather get a Corolla. I'm not trying to act like Varsho, like, oh, my car's old. My car could handle it still. It's a Toyota. I've been babying it for almost 20 years. So it's gonna do well. Plus, we changed some parts on it, so it should stay good for a while. You know what I mean? Sorry to hear you were unemployed for so long, but I'm glad you found something else you really like. Yeah, I do like it. It's just the first couple of days, man. I was just like, man, I suck at this. But I kept telling myself, dude, I'm brand new. You'll get the hang of it. I've been playing my Nintendo Switch a lot lately, Perry. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for a Switch 2. I was hoping to get a Switch 2 when I saw the reveal trailer, but after the shit the Nintendo pulled off, I'm like, man, how the fuck did you guys manage to chase me away that fast? I mean, oh no, I was gonna say, well, you could wait till the price drops, but Nintendo never drops their prices, dude. They never drop their prices. They have the audacity to charge old games that came out from earlier consoles almost a full price, which is ridiculous. This is a used 2026 Toyota Corolla. It will be funny though if I do end up getting another car, depending how much I would get for my father's inheritance, which I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. Don't want to get into the story of that. But I would rather use that money, put it on the side, and keep it on the side for emergencies for my truck. I could definitely do that. Instead of investing on all this money to get a brand, yeah, it would be great, but still. But it would be nice to get an updated vehicle. But then again, I could update my vehicle. Put some parts in it. It's just that these guys is they literally save you up a ton of gas. Because when we went to Arizona, my sister car was a 4-cylinder. So much gas it saved up. It's ridiculous. I buy old games, but they're on sale for like $5. You could actually get an old game for $5. Jesus Christ. I remember I wanted to get into the whole collecting game, old retro game consoles like Nintendo and Genesis. But I said I'll do it later on. And at the time, the games used to cost like $3, $4 a piece, right? And then the game consoles were worth like maybe $50. But then thanks to content creators doing videos about retro games, guess what happened? Thanks to those dimwits, they literally, well, I wouldn't call them that. Thanks to them, they caused the prices to skyrocket. And now you see games that are worth like freaking $100, $50. You know what I mean? No one Nintendo Switch. I buy old games on there. Oh, okay. I see what you want. Okay, I see. But yeah, dude, that's what happened. Those dudes started to have you noticed I'm changing my language? I don't use a lot of cuss words because I'm streaming on YouTube. I don't want to use any cuss words and stuff. And you guys could do me a favor, don't say anything. Because I don't know if YouTube will look at the comments, their AI, and think, you know what I mean? I don't want them to mess with it. You know what I mean? What the hell? Oh, okay. I thought YouTube removed it. All right, I'm good. Yeah, I feel tired now, man. Oof. Oh my god. I Skyrim for like $10 or something. You could play Skyrim on that and not feel like, oh, it's less. What I mean by that, I first got introduced to Skyrim through Nintendo Switch. I thought it was awesome. But when I got to the PC, completely different animal. I was like, how the hell did I play Skyrim on the Switch? Hello. He's got Dragon's Dogma for $5. Oh, okay. Ugh. So there's nothing new with Marshall. He didn't post anything. We might see a birthday stream. But yeah. How much is a minivan? Hold up. Minivans kick ass, dude. Yeah, I could imagine these things are worth 40 grand. Oh no, that's a Pacifica, but it's kind of feels like a goddamn wait, these guys are confusing me. A Kia. I heard Kias are good now. I remember back then in the early 2000s, they used to call Kia a Gaia because they were so bad back then. They used to break apart and stuff like that. Damn. Screw me. Jesus Christ. Again, let me confirm. I'm not thinking of buying a car. I'm just looking at this because I got nothing else to show. I wonder if I could, like, somehow, if I were to go, can I be able to bring the price down? Okay, so this is a hybrid, right? Can somebody here? No, the Pacificas now, they turned the Pacific. Wait. They turned the Pacifica to a minivan now? I remember when I saw for the first time the Chrysler Pacifica back in the early 2000s, it felt like a bigger version of a RAV4, like a fat butt version of a RAV4 because it was roomy as hell in the back. Did they turn it into a van now? They don't do the town and country anymore. Oh, okay. .6 hybrid, 139 horsepower with 95 feet of torque. Auto emergency braking system. Five passenger. How much would I get if I were to trade in my? Yeah, but why would I trade in my Tacoma? My Tacoma has attitude. Well, it's because I've been driving it for 20 years. It will feel kind of weird letting it go. Unless it happens like with like Hank Hill with me and my truck, it just dies, and I'm like, oh no, my truck! I'm gonna miss my truck. No, keep it alive. You know. So what does a hybrid do? Can somebody explain to me? Does a hybrid mean you could fill up gas? Or you could go electric if you want to? Hold up. Let me look it up. Because I don't know anything about this modern stuff. What does it mean when a car is a hybrid?
A hybrid car uses both a gas engine and electric motors, along with a battery, to work together. This improves fuel efficiency and reduces emissions, often providing 10 to 30% better gas mileage than regular cars.
Hybrid has a flashlight. That's no, dude. We're talking about a hybrid, a vehicle, a car. Oh, wow. Look at that. 53, 54, 53 miles per gallon. Holy mother of God. That's trippy. How many gallons does this thing hold? Ooh, touchscreen display. Interesting. How does it say here? How much gallons does it hold? How much gallons of fuel does a 2026 Nero LX hold?
The 2026 Kia Niro LX has a fuel capacity of 11.1 gallons.
11 gallons. Holy crap. So if I were to fill that 11 gallons, Jesus Christ, 55, like $55. Let's just say 60. $60. With $60, I'll be able to do 583 miles. Shoot. Oh my God. I could drive like 14 times to my job. We're talking about one whole commute back and forth. If I'm correct, 14 days without filling it up. If that's the case, holy shit, I'll be saving up money. I might be doing the math wrong. Wait, let me do it again because I must have done the math wrong. Because it says here 53, 54, 53. If 53 times 11 gallons, it will be 583 miles. Divided by 40. According to here, it says it will take me 14 days to fill up again, $60. That is so crazy, dude. I don't know. Part of me makes me feel like this is way too much truck for me now. Like, why do I need my truck still? That's crazy. How much can I get in return to a car dealership with a 2005 Tacoma V6? I know it's not going to be a lot. Okay, it's going to... How about the Blue Book value? What's the Blue Book value in today's market for a 2005 Toyota Tacoma V6?
The Blue Book value for a 2005 Toyota Tacoma V6 is typically between $4,500 and $11,000, depending on factors like the cab type, mileage, and if it's a four-wheel drive model.
Okay, well, I don't have a lot of miles in my truck. That's the thing. Let's say I could get 5,000 for that. If I were to get a good amount of inheritance money. Hey, kitty. If I could get a good amount of inheritance money, maybe I should consider getting myself a Gaia. Just for the fact I'm going to save up a ton of freaking gas. How much do I put on the gas now? At my estimate, I'm probably going to be putting $40 a week. Well, that ain't shit, stupid. Well, I'm going to be putting in $160. It's a real move to go from no car payment to a car payment for no reason. No, I'm not saying I want to go for it. I'm just telling you later on. It all depends how I feel. I'm not saying I'm going to go for it. No, of course not. The only way I could probably go for it, maybe, and I'm talking about like a 20% chance. If whatever money I get in inheritance, it's able to pay off the whole car in one single hit. You know what I mean? That's the only way, but I don't think I'm going to be inheriting a whole lot of money. Part of me makes it feel like just to save it up on the side and use it for the car, for my truck if it breaks down later on in a year, 2 years, or 3 years from now. Or get a car and I could definitely not worry about it for like the next 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? Read what, Jill? I mean, read what, Kitty? It's going to take a long time to recoup your investment. What are you talking about? I don't see anything here. I already saw everything here. Well, we'll see what happens with my job on that, then. Right now, I just want to recover my money and go from there. What I'm going to do, man. Because these last 7 months, I wasted too much time. I'm just saying. Right now, my truck is behaving really well. Especially when I put stuff in the truck to update it some more. What is going on over here? Oh my God, dude. I'm not saying I'm going to get a brand new car. I got nothing to think about right now. I'm just looking at it. I was just curious of how much the car price is because I haven't checked out any car prices like for like 20 years. So I was curious how much cars are. That's all I wanted to do to check out. And yes, I do know my truck's a good truck. I'm not saying I'm going to get a car. I just wanted to go and check it out because I was curious how much the cars are nowadays. The only way, check it out, man. The only way I would ever go get a car, most definitely, if I inherited from my dad like $100K. Because I would just go and spend 30% of that for a brand new car and still keep my truck. You know what I mean? But I know I'm not going to get that amount. You know what I mean? I would rather get that money I get from the inheritance from my father, whatever it is, 5G, 6Gs, whatever. Put it to the side and use it for emergencies like for my truck. Oh, yeah, too. I was also mentioning that too, Kitty. The only way I could get rid of the truck if it happens like Hank Hill. I just mentioned that early. The truck just starts breaking down. The motor's not there. And I'm just crying like, my truck, my truck. What's going on with her? She's falling apart. You know what I mean? And plus, I also have to think about it. If I do decide to, like, in a few years move out or whatever, I could move close to that job if everything goes great. If everything goes great. Because I have no choice. I have to think about moving because this person's not young like my age. And they sold this freaking house for $18,000 to the fucking bank, which is nuts. You know what I mean? That is just nuts. And this house is valued almost $1 million. And they gave it to those fucking banks for 18 grand. You know what I mean? But like I said, the only way I could get myself a second car like that, and I'll consider it my work vehicle, if I inherited 100 grand. I probably would just get myself a 30 grand car like that, the hybrid. I probably will show up and say, hey, if I give you 25 grand right here, would you sell me that car? They might take it up. It's like, shit, he's offering 25 grand. Let's drop it down 2,000. But then again, I'm speaking like back then in back in the 90s. I don't know how it is nowadays. I don't know if that's how it is nowadays, that you could get away with doing that. You could probably do that with a small dealership, but a big dealership with brand new cars, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know how it's like nowadays. You know, just because it happened back then doesn't mean it's going to happen now. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. Because back then, if you wanted to get a van that was there for like 8 grand, no, like 10 grand, and you say, hey, I got $8,000 right now in my pocket, I'll give you 8 grand for that car, they will probably go for it. But now they can't do that. Yeah. I don't know. The only way I could definitely get myself a car like that is if I inherited 100 grand. But right now, nah. I rather put money to the side and have it on the side, because I got to remember this. I've been mostly babying my truck throughout the years. I also put some parts in it, brand new tires. Only thing I have left is I don't need to do a oil change. It has the maintenance required, but I know I don't need a maintenance because when they did the repairs and all that, they replaced it with brand new oil, but the person forgot to reset that button again. You know, bro, whatever you get, you need to invest, at the very least, mutual fund or something. We'll see what happens, dude. You are old and can't work forever. I don't know, bro. I like to work. My parents worked all the way to the 80s, man. Kitty, could you explain compound interest to this N-word? Well, you think me just driving 40 miles a day is still babying the vehicle, right? Oh, yeah. Speaking of driving, man, somebody, which I won't mention, who quit their job. I'm not talking about Marshall. I'm talking about somebody else. The person who I'm talking to right now knows what I'm talking about. They barely just got the job, but they just quit it because driving over there is a pain. And it's the freeway that takes you all the way to LA. He drives like 22 miles to his job. That's not bad, but he's getting on the freeway to go to LA. 22 miles. All right. Coming back home, 22 miles. Takes him an hour and 40 minutes. Because unfortunately, his job is on the damn freeway that's connected to like where it's like in downtown LA. That freeway. You know, the way they had to do a transmission check of a damn car. I can't even check my own damn truck. Well, I don't know about the transmission fluid, but yeah. Right now, I'm just going to collect my money the most I can and just save up, recover my money, and go from there. Right now, I'm just focused on this job. Once I become full employed in a couple months from now, if everything goes great, then we'll go from there. I'm gonna play some video games now, so I'm gonna log out. I go to sleep like a little early because now that I have somewhat of a purpose now in life with my job, I like to get some extra Z's. Plus, my job starts at 5:30 in the morning, so I like to get up like around 3:30, just to wake up and be there early, just to chill, relax. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go and buy me some of that fluid that you put in your gas tank to help you. What's the name of that stuff? What is that yellow stuff that you put in your gas tank in your car? What is it called? It's to clean your
That yellow stuff you put in your gas tank is anti-freeze, like heat, used to prevent freezing, especially in cold weather.
No, it's to clean your filters, no, right?
And
What's the point of putting that yellow stuff into your gas tank to clean your engine filters?
that yellow stuff, often a fuel cleaner, cleans your engine by dissolving carbon, cleaning injectors, and removing moisture. It helps restore performance, improve acceleration, and prevent future buildup.
I forgot what it's called. Let me see. Improve fuel economy by cleaning the system and allowing the engine to run more efficiently. These activities can indefinitely improve your gas mileage, especially if the fuel injectors were previously dirty. But yeah, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, I gotta go, man. Talk to you guys maybe tomorrow, most likely the weekend. I'm gonna have a 3-day weekend. You know, I would much prefer to go to work so I could get more experience in. But you know what? I'm getting experience as I'm doing it right now. So yeah. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Okay. All right, guys. Take care.